Hello everyone and welcome back. If you're returning, if this is your first time clicking on my videos, hello and welcome, and I really hope you do come back. So for those of you that have just clicked on one of my videos for the very first time, you've never even seen me in your life. I am Arlene, I'm a seer, I tap into past, present and future energy, I'm a psychic medium and a healer, and I'm an open channel for the divine. And right now on this channel you will find twin flame guidance and spiritual guidance, usually both combined in one message. So if you found this channel for any reason at all, just trust that you found this channel for a reason, and welcome on board. And if you decide to stick around and subscribe, I'd be even happier. So thank you so much. And thank you to everyone for all the love you bring this channel, for your comments, for your likes, for your shares, for your hypes, for all the love you send me in emails, for sharing all your news with me, all your journeys, for booking my services, everything, absolutely everything. I appreciate you all, and every night before I go to sleep I always send out prayers of love and healing to all of you and send many blessings to each and every one of my viewers, and I just want you to know how much I appreciate you all, so thank you so much. So let's get into this message now. This is going to be your new moon. This is going to be your new moon message. I think the new moon, certainly here in the UK, it's happening on Sunday evening. So, and I'm recording this on Friday, but it's because I'm going to take tomorrow night off, Saturday. So, because I've got plans and I just know I'm going to be too tired tomorrow night. So I thought I'll just do my new moon, and then my next message I'll be recording after the new moon has hit. So we're going to tap into that new moon energy. Now, the decks I have out here, I'm using my Christ consciousness because I'm feeling that strong connection to Buddha energy, Christ consciousness. So that is definitely coming through really strongly. And I'm going to pull some of my fortune, my tea leaf cards, because I've been seeing numerous of those cards in my mind's eye. Yesterday morning I woke up and I saw the fan, I saw the 4-leaf clover card, and I saw the rose card. And today when I woke up I saw a couple of other ones, and I thought, you know what, I'm using that deck tonight. So I'm going to use my tea leaf deck for the first time in a while. I'm going to pull some Guardians of the Light, and I'm going to pull a message from my Oracle deck at the end, and of course I'll pull some tarot and find out what's going on with the Divine Masculines and love and stuff like that around the Twin Flame journey. So, let's get into this. But before I start, I'm going to clear the energy by using my massive drum. It takes up nearly my full table. I have so many sound healing instruments. I use all different percussion and drums. I've got a Celtic drum, I've got a couple of Shemite drums, I've got a number of tin drums. I use glockenspiels and things. So I'm just going to sometimes, I always clear the energy with my chime, and tonight I'm just clearing with a bit of a different energy because I feel it's going to connect us more through to that Buddha Christ consciousness. So if I can ask you, once I've said my opening prayer of protection, and I'm going to use this for 10 seconds almost, just to clear the energy using this tin drum and connect us through to that Buddha consciousness. And so do my opening prayer, and then if you just take a moment to take some beautiful breaths in and allow yourself to sink into the message and connect, and you can even see Buddha in your mind's eye and really connect through, see a lotus flower opening or something like that, and it'll really help you connect to this message. So let's do it. Calling in heavenly ancestors, spirit guides, the archangels of love and light, and the ascended masters of the highest pure divine light. Excuse me, I call you in now for your love, your guidance, your blessings and protection throughout, as I bring forward a message for the Twin Flame Collective. Thank you. Archangel Michael, can you please surround my children, my dog, my home, and myself in a golden bubble of God's protection at all times, as I bring forward a message for the Twin Flame Collective. I can also request Archangel Michael that whoever watches this message online, you surround them, their loved ones, their home, and their pets in a golden bubble of God's protection also. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Archangel Metatron, can you please stabilise the connection between myself and Spirit, ensuring only clear and concise messages can come through for the Twin Flame Collective's highest and greatest good at all times. Thank you, Archangel Metatron. Sending love, light and gratitude. And so it is. So let's just set the intention. I set the intention with this message to bring through the highest vibration of unconditional love and healing and blessings to every single person who connects with this message, channeled straight through the cosmic heart of Venus. And so it is. Okay, so at this point I get to take a deep breath in, envision a lotus flower opening, feel that connection to Buddha, surround yourself in white light, and really submerge yourself into this message and feel the connection. And I'll tell you all in a moment about the energy coming through from the masculine. So let's get into this. So take some deep breaths in as I do this, okay? Okay, let's get to the message. Excuse me, just let it move. Remove this huge drum. Today, when I was playing all my instruments today. I was playing my Celtic drum, and then I was playing a few other things, and then I started playing my huge big tin pan. And I looked up at I was busy playing, feeling the music and feeling connected, and I turned around and all the birds were on the trees, just looking in the window like, oh, this is nice. And my own little birdie audience, it was fabulous. So let's get into this now. Also, there's a couple of songs that came through. Now, one of the songs was Best of My Love by the Eagles. Now, that song is about someone who's going through a breakup, I think, but the way I just kept on hearing the same line, you got the best of my love. Oh, sweet darling, you got the best of my love. And I also heard Elton John, can you feel the love tonight? So I feel this is someone, this masculine. Now I'm going to get into more about the masculine in a moment. But I feel this is a masculine here who's definitely having vivid dreams about you, reminiscing about the past, looking back at the past. Now, in that song it talks about beautiful faces and cheap talk and wine and stuff like that. So this could definitely be a masculine who was distracted by many things, like, you know, karmic situations, social gatherings, partying, whatever this was. And the way I see it, this is not about this person saying they've given you all they can. I feel this person saying, when they look back, they realise that in their mind they were giving you the best of their love at the time. But now when they look at the situation, they weren't. They realise they were very distracted with other things. And so when I'm feeling now, can you feel the love tonight? This is someone who in the past they felt like they gave you the best of their love. They felt like they gave you the best of their love and the best they could at that time. But now I feel this masculine is different. They're feeling different. They're more aligned. They're ready to show you how much they love you. But they never, as I say, I feel this is someone who maybe thought they were giving you the best they could give you at the time. They were giving you the best of their love. Either way, I feel like this person also was saying that you are the person who has received the best of their love. And even if that wasn't up to your standard in the past, you still have had the best of this person by their standards, I feel. But that was things in the past. So let me just, let's pick up on the Christ consciousness here and this new moon energy. So what is coming through here for the twin souls here over this new moon? What can the twin soul and the twin flame collective, tell me what the twin flame collective can expect during this new moon energy? Now I'm seeing the peace symbol. Peaceful resolutions. A time of peace and harmony. Now I'm seeing like cracks in a wall and somebody literally using gloss paint or something to try and paint over the cracks. But every time they paint over the crack, the paint seeps into the crack and it just makes the crack more vivid. So this could have been someone who thought that they could just ignore the cracks, whether that was in their karmic situation or maybe this was you, Divine Feminine, you kind of ignored the cracks in the relationship, and then until they became too, you know, until they became too visible, you could not ignore them anymore. But now I feel, yeah, the way you would work with, if you had a crack in the wall, you would sand it down, you would smooth it over, you would, you know, sand it and plaster it and stuff. So I feel this is someone who now wants to, instead of ignoring the crack and trying to paint over it, there's definitely, I feel there's a change coming where you're, my tap just turned on off, you're going to be smoothing over the cracks and actually trying to, you know, fill them with love and care as opposed to just ignoring they exist. Now that's quite a cryptic message, but that's what's coming through. So let's see. Give me some energy, please, for the new moon, for the twin flames. What the twin flames need to know. And we'll tap specifically into this masculine. Oh my goodness. Holy Grail, Sacred Union. I mean, I asked and I received. And, you know, and I bleat on about it all the time about what the Holy Grail is. It's a metaphor. The Holy Grail is a metaphor for sacred union within. We all have the Holy Grail within inside us. We all have that Christ consciousness. That is what everyone was searching for, the Holy Grail. That led to your, that led to you being forever, you know, basically immortality and keeping you in this playful energy. But really that is just the Holy Grail is you recognising that you have sacred union within. But the fact that sacred union is the first card out for what twin flames can expect over the new moon, that's incredible. And if you look, the symbol here, this is divine feminine and masculine, and this is that union energy right here. This is what we all achieve to obtain. This perfect centre here, this egg shape that you often see Jesus and Mother Mary is often depicted in this egg shape, which is the sacred union of yin yang, divine feminine, masculine. Beautiful Venusian energy as well. So I can't go over that first card that came out. And I'm going to point out at this stage as well, someone emailed me, it must have been a month or so back, and they said, I'm quite tapped in, I sit with my guides, and my guides said there's no such thing as twin flames. Well, And then she went on to say, but readers like you seem to believe that it's true. So what is true? And both are true in a way. The divine don't talk about, well, your guides and stuff might call it twin flames so you understand it, but the divine, twin flame is not a divine term. The angels and ascended masters and things like that call it sacred union. They call it oneness. They call it the Christ consciousness. They don't call it twin flames. That is definitely a phrase that's been coined by humans, but yet myself and other readers will use that term because that's what people recognise and resonate with. But the divine, the angels and things would call it sacred union or holy union or oneness or wholeness. So I said to the lady, it's actually a bit of both. It's not because twin flames don't exist, because the soul contract exists and that soul bond exists, and and the reason why twin flames are so important is because there's only a certain amount of souls who agree to undertake the twin flame journey, or this oneness, return to oneness journey, because it's not easy. You have to first of all recognise that there is no separation, not only with your masculine but with the divine. You have to first of all recognise there's no separation with me and you. You know, I'm sitting here behind my phone and reaching out to all of you through this video, but actually we're all connected on a conscious level. So first of all, there's that. You have to recognise there is no separation with you and me, with God, with our masculines. There is no separation. But that's what the angels and stuff call oneness, return to oneness, wholeness, sacred union within. So yes, we call it twin flames, but that's not a name that the divine associate with. So that lady was quite true when she says, you know, my spirit guides are saying there's no thing as a twin flame. It's not, as I say, it's not that there is no such thing as a twin flame, but the actual term twin flame is not something that has been thought up by the divine. But the actual soul contract and the actual bond is real, but it just comes under a different name for the divine. As I say, it's oneness or wholeness. So purity, returning to innocence. So, and I love this because, excuse me, I pulled a card today with Jesus on it, and Jesus was carrying a lamb in the card as well. And I do feel for many twin flames right now, this sacred union is happening, but it's been after a time of great purification. And all that happens, for anyone that's wondering, oh, what's a purification? It's literally when you return to the energy of self-love, first of all, but then compassion for everyone and every living thing around you. And that's why in this, it's depicted here with this person, this little cute little girl holding this lamb, because it's when you return to purity, return to innocence, and in that you go into your inner child state where as a child you didn't fear things, you were open to everything, but as a child you really loved, well, I don't know about you guys, but certainly as a child I had no fear of nature. I love nature. I would play out in my garden, and you know, there would be wasps and bees and stuff around, and nobody ever like said to me, oh run, here comes a wasp. But we tend to run from things that we don't really understand. But as a child you're open, and you tend to be more open to connecting with nature and stuff as well. So I feel the return to purity is just telling me that many of you are now starting to see your spiritual journey in a different way. I'm not going to get too many from this deck. I mean, I'm just so happy that we got the sacred union for the overall energy, for the twin flames, for this new moon. I mean, that in itself is beautiful, but let me see. Tell me what else this new moon energy is bringing through. Oh my goodness. Gee whiz. So, Jesus and Mary Magdalene, sacred mission. Now, how many, I mean, look at that. The two Jesus and Mary cards in this deck have both come out within 3 cards. with the return to innocence in the middle, which is all about, you know, as I say, inner child, your inner child being healed and returning to this beautiful energy of believing in anything being possible, believing in the wonderment, believing in magic. Your childlike wonder and purity is returning. I can't believe these two cards come out. And I've been, how many nights now have I been saying about this sacred mission? So this is just beautiful energy. Okay. Now again, look at the children card. And I've been getting the children card a lot in other decks as well. So definitely something about this inner child healing and just feeling free to be a child again. You know, my kids laugh at me because they say it's like Freaky Friday in my house. And my oldest daughter has always said she feels like her and I are like Freaky Friday because, you know, she used to have to shout at me, "Mum, turn your music down, I'm trying to sleep," and stuff like that. This was like, you know, switched roles in my house. But I've always found it easy to connect with my inner child. But seeing the moments where I do start to feel a bit wobbly, I immediately connect with my inner child. I immediately go back to a time in my childhood where I needed reassurance the most. And there was a lot of times, but I usually pick one single moment in time where I know that I was particularly distraught, where I felt particularly alone, where I felt particularly unattended to or disregarded. And I go back and I spend time with myself in that moment. As an adult, I go back and I give myself the love I deserve. And it always makes me feel stronger and more grounded. And yeah, faith over fear. It makes me no longer fear anything in front of me, because I look back at situations in my childhood and then I look at who I am now and I go, wow, I need to let my inner child know you've got nothing to worry about. Everything is going to turn out well for you. And I generally feel for anyone connecting to this, it's a really good idea to spend time with your inner child. Just even if you do it once a day or a couple of times a week, just check in with your inner child. Go back to some time in your past and just give yourself a little hug, a little squeeze, read yourself a story, whatever this means to you. There's you know, I went to sleep every night reading Cinderella. That's how I fell asleep. I actually read, I'm not joking when I say I used to read 5 books a day. Now I was reading not just like little stories, I was sometimes reading Famous 5, all those kind of books, Secret 7, quite meaty books, and for my age. And I would read sometimes 5 books a day. There was like an escapism. So sometimes when I really want to connect with my inner child, I go back in time and I sit on the bed beside myself and I'll open up the Cinderella book and I will talk to myself as we're reading the book together. And that really, really connects me with my childhood. It really connects me with my inner child. So I do feel there's a lot of inner child stuff here in this spread, you know, and I feel that is what's bringing you and your masculines back together. The inner child work you've both done here. And just, you know, it's a really nice thing to actually picture you and your masculine as children holding hands and supporting each other. That is a really nice exercise to do as well, and I recommend that. So the Magi, signs and divine timing. So when that card comes out, that means that something has been guided towards you. Someone has been guided towards you. Signs and synchronicities here are guiding someone home and having faith over fear. So I feel this is the masculines. They know now they have got this sacred purpose. They know that they have definitely spent some time here healing and connecting with their inner child. And now this is their time to have faith over fear and keep following the signs. Because I can't go over that those are the first 2 cards out of 3. The Sacred Union and the Shared Mission. And it's just a good confirmation that the twin flames who connect with this message, all your hard efforts and work and healing yourself and choosing yourself has not been in vain. And I love that the Lion Heart cards on the bottom. Stand firm, stand your ground, because there's changes happening here, because this came out as well. And this is literally unity, coexistence and tolerance. This is the Christ consciousness energy. And look at all this healing rainbow light round the earth. And when I was at my Zoom event last week, in fact a week back, yeah, it was last weekend, Aphrodite did this beautiful rainbow code activation with us, and it reminds me of that. So there's a lot of beautiful unity energy coming through here, and I just feel this is the divine saying, don't give up here. Stand firm, stand proud, be proud of your journey and how far you've come, because whatever you have done here, whatever healing work you've done, it's paying off. It is paying off. You've helped your masculines to heal. They've gone through their purification. They're returning to oneness, the same as you. And they've also understood that part of their journey is healing from childhood wounds. And this shared mission is happening. It's happening. So let me, I'll get a few, before I get some tarot, I'm going to pull a few of these tea leaf cards, because I haven't used them for ages, and as I say, I keep seeing them in my third eye. So let's pull a few of these. Can I get a few tea leaf cards? And look, I finally got rid of my Christmas nails. I went into the nail place today, and they were all laughing because my nails were so grown out. And this is my own nails. I've never had false nails on in my life, and they refuse to cut them. And I keep on saying, but I can't type. I can't type very well. But they're like, oh no, you cannot cut your nails. So I've still got my really long nails, but only they're a different colour, but I do absolutely love them. And yeah, they're absolutely fabulous in there. I absolutely love them all. But yeah, they're so lovely to me and my daughters all the time. So let's see. I'm just glad to get rid of my snowflake nails. So let's see, can I get some, oh, one came out. Can I get some teals? Oh, another one. Oh, now I asked about new moon energy, and the moon card came out. So interesting. And the tortoise, slowly but surely moving forward and progressing. So I asked about the new moon energy and I got the moon card, which is hilarious. So let me see. Tell me more about the twin flames during this time of the new moon. Tell me what the twin flame collective needs to know at this time. So wall, misunderstandings. So that tells me that a lot of the masculines have been slow moving back towards you, because there's been a lot of confusion and misunderstandings between the two of you. And I've said this so many times, don't assume to know what your masculine's been going through, and don't assume to know what they've been doing or who they've been doing it with, because I made the mistake of doing that, watching too many readings, which just totally clouded my judgment, made me think all the worst case scenarios, but when I actually spoke to him, none of that was true. So please use your discernment, and I do not watch any twin flame readings now. I do not watch tarot readings. I don't even pull cards for myself anymore. I used to even pull a card or two for myself every day, like overall energy for my day. I don't even do that anymore. And when you get to that point where you just don't need, and as I say, when people say they don't watch me anymore, I'm like, yes, I've done my job. You don't need to watch me or anyone anymore. That's a good sign. That means I'm doing exactly what I'm supposed to do. And for those of you that just watch me because you say you just like to watch me, but you're not like putting too much weight in it with regards to your twin flame journey, then that is lovely. Thank you so much. That means a lot. I only watch a reading now if my guides show me. Now, there's only one reader I would connect with now, and that is Miss Machiste. She was the very first reader. She reads for Leos. She was the very first reader I watched years ago, when I was still with my masculine at this point. And I was shocked, because I remember I was eating something. I was in my masculine's house at the time. He was out working, and I was kind of waiting on him coming in from work. And I was wearing a black, it was like a black dressing gown or satin dressing gown or something like that. And I was eating something. Oh, that's what it was. It was oranges. And Miss Machi says, the first time I clicked on her video and I just thought, oh, I haven't, watched this Leo tarot reading. And at one point she was talking about somebody has connections to Archangel Metatron, and then she says, you could be wearing black. And I was like, kept on eating my oranges. And then she was like, and then another card came out and she went, you're either eating oranges or you could be wearing the colour orange. And at this point I was like choking on my orange, like. But that got me, that hooked me in that moment. I knew nothing about twin flames or anything like that at that point. And she was the only reader that I still would watch, but only when my guys show me. They show me the thumbnail, they show me what's written underneath, and they show me that in my mind's eye, and they say, that's one for me to watch. But other than that, that is it. So when you get to that point on your journey, it's a good sign. Because you don't need to watch tarot anymore. You don't need to rely on tarot for answers. You just feel it instinctively that you're doing better. And when you get to that point, that means you're healed. That means you're in alignment. So that is the best energy to be in. Indifferent. The egg came out. Success is assured with good plans and hard work. So that Eight of Pentacles energy coming through. It's like your hard work is paid off here. And I'm kind of getting Seven of Pentacles with that tortoise as well. So the crib, birth or conception of a child or an enterprise or a new beginning. So this, there could actually be a child for you and your twin, but which, there might be many of you who that could be part of your purpose. You're having a child together, but it could just means a new beginning. Or maybe an idea being conceived for that shared mission. Tell me a wee bit more about this new moon energy. Thank you. The ladder, climbing towards success. Now that's 2 cards with success on it. And the ladder could mean, as ladders for me is always a sign of ascension as well, but you and your person could be building something together. Wealth. So whatever you and your masculine is doing here is leading to great wealth and abundance. So yeah, but I'm going to connect through to this masculine energy in a moment and find out a bit about them. But let me get a wee bit more. So angel, spiritual guidance, protection from all harm. So you and your masculine here are both fully protected from all harm here. I feel that you have a very important role to play here on your spiritual journeys. The ant, work, achievement and great success. I was speaking about ants this morning to somebody on my Zoom call. And also the jug, being light-hearted, carefree and enjoyable time. So, and on the bottom of the deck, the mountain road, it says you are on the road to success. Again, look at that word, success. My goodness. And the crown on the bottom. It's so strange because every single person I've connected with over Zoom over the last week, the first thing I go, whoa, what's changed? Because they look like they've had a glow up. And many of them, in fact, 2 today and a couple for a few days ago, when I asked them what's changed, they said, oh, I chose myself. Hello? They said they've stopped waiting on their masculines, they've been ignoring their masculines, they're not chasing anymore. They chose themselves. And that changes them. And I see it. I see this glow around them, this beautiful aura, and I know something's changed. And when they tell me it's when they chose themselves, I'm like, well, that's you on the road to success, and that just came out. So the 4-leaf clover, and I saw this yesterday in my mind's eye. So great and good fortune. So tell me about the overall energy here of when the twin flames come back together. So the elephant, it's been a long journey, either physical or mental, but it will leave you wiser at the end. Wow. I ask what's happening here with this sacred journey with the masculines. Tell me about these shared missions. The shared missions. So the grapes, time to go out and have more fun. So that inner child, again, allowing your inner child to have more fun and be playful. And the horseshoe on the bottom, and that says, good luck. Wow, and the cobweb came out. You are protected from all negative forces beyond your control. Now, there's a strong energy coming through here of you and your masculines here being protected because you have a very sacred mission. And I'm going to now find out about this masculine that says, "Best, you got the best of my love," and who wants you to know that that was the best they could give you at the time. But things are about to change. The sunrise, new creative ideas, new ventures, a fresh start. Wow, and look what's coming, and look what's trying to fall out the deck. January, and look what's on the bottom. Target, a goal-orientated person. Someone is ready to hit that target. Someone is ready to have some success with you. That's 6 of Wands energy. Okay, so September and the fruit bowl and the bouquet. So, and fire there as well. Strong emotions, passion, love or hate, and the money path. But let me see these ones here. So September could have been significant. Something could have changed in September. Someone's birthday could be in September, or something is about to change for you guys in September. Compliments from an admirer. You could be about to receive a bouquet. And the bowl, plenty of material things. Okay, now I feel January and September are significant. That could be birthday months. Oh, or something's about to change here in January. And September is when something's going to come to fruition. An idea, something you guys are cooking up, something you guys are putting together here. Give me one more. I'm having fun with these. The boot, increasing your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. So there's something new in this. There could be some sort of sacred union coming in January. And by September, your hard work is paying off here and is going to lead to some successful outcome. I mean, that's how many times we've had successful outcomes. Fair-haired woman. So you could be a fair-haired woman, or your person could be a fair-haired woman. The gong. An exciting event is about to occur. Well, that is amazing. These cards for this new moon energy are just off the charts. Amazing. So this is definitely a sacred mission, a shared mission you're having with someone who you're about to move into sacred union with. And let's find out a bit more. And then I'll pull some guardians of the light as well. Let's switch channel. I'll use these ones tonight. I'm going to put on my glasses so I can check on the time. Okay. Not bad. I think I just saw 38 as well. Did I? Possibly. So, let's see. My hair's alright though. It's the worst thing about putting on my glasses. I get to see how bad my hair is. So, let's see. It's because I'm going to go and do some housework after this. And I thought I'll just wait, tie my hair back, get my housework done, and then I can relax and have my shower and stuff later. Okay, now where did that one go? Okay. 5 of Swords and the Hermit. So strong Virgo energy. And we did get some September, so I think that's around about Virgo time. So someone you're connecting to, it could be their birthday in September. Or this person and you went your separate ways in September or something. But what I'm feeling here is this is someone who's spending time here reflecting on the separation with you. What actually happened? what put you into separation. Because I told you this person is looking back and going, I feel that this person is looking back and going, I gave you the best of my love. I gave you the best of what I could at the time. But I feel this person sabotaged this relationship with you. I definitely feel, and the thing with this card is, you know, there's someone here in the background as well. So this person could have sabotaged things with you because of a past situation or a past person who made your person really feel like they couldn't give much to you. But maybe they felt at the time they were giving you the best they could. But there was definitely some sort of distractions around this person, I feel. Just with the words in the song as well, the fact that they chose to give me that song, beautiful faces and cheap talking wine and stuff like that. There was definitely distractions going on around this person that kept them from fully engaging in this relationship with you. So the Hierophant and the Empress is jumping out in the middle of the deck. So I feel this person is now understanding that if you said to this person that you wanted something a bit deeper, a bit more long lasting, you needed more from this person, but they weren't willing to give it at the time. And maybe this person said something to you like, I'm giving you all I can. I can't give you what you want, but I'm giving you all I can. I'm giving you the best of what I can right now, because I'm not ready to give any more than that. And now I feel this person's in this deep reflective energy, looking back, trying to connect through with what happened in the past here, because now I think this person is looking back and thinking, I wish I had offered more. Now this is definitely someone that you have got a shared mission with. This is someone who I feel understands now that not only is their wealth and their purpose connected to you, I feel that you and this person, oh my goodness, look what just jumped out, and the Queen of Wands on the bottom. This is someone who is now and the Knight of Swords behind the Queen of Wands. Oops. This is someone who's realising that not only is their heart connected to you in every single way, and I'm going to just clarify their feelings. Not only is their heart connected to you in every single way, but they realise their spiritual inheritance is connected to you, their future is connected to you, every single aspect of their future is connected to you. And I feel this person has been feeling unstuck for a while. You know, like when a record's spinning and there's a little scratch in the record and the record just keeps on, I'm not good at doing sound effects, but you know that it just keeps on going over and over the same scratch in the record, and it's not actually carrying on to play any more songs. Oh, excuse me. And I feel that's the way this person's been. They've been like, why is everything just seems so stuck and on a loop that's going round and round and round and nothing ever changes? And I think it's because they're now understanding that when they were, the time they've spent with you is when they were most happy, when they were most productive. The Six of Swords. They were most productive. King of Swords and one more, and Eight of Swords. Okay. So this person is understanding that when they were with you, that's when they felt most productive. That's when they felt most motivated. So like that, if this person suddenly came to life, they maybe started saying, I want to write a book about this, I want to start a business about this, I want to travel here, I want to write an itinerary for this. This person, I feel, came to life with you. And then they're looking back. You know, this person probably thought that they were giving you everything in that moment, because I feel that this person feels like they gave you a lot. But now they're realising that it wasn't that much. You know, in the moment this person felt, I'm giving you everything. But now when they look back, they're seeing now why you moved on, why you had to move forward. And now the King of Swords rushing in here with this Ace of Swords. And I love how the eagle's up here as well. And the eagle's all about communication and news coming in and positive news and seeing things from a different perspective. But this masculine's obviously been taking time to reflect and feeling a bit in their head about the past. But now they're wanting you to know, can you feel my love now? In the past, you maybe didn't feel it. I thought I was giving you the best of what I had, but you maybe didn't feel it. But can you feel the love now? So tell me about this masculine. Okay. Well, there we go. Just what I said. This person's looking back. They're reflecting on the past. They're seeing things differently. They're different perception now, and they understand that things were totally out of balance. They were not given the best of their love. They were giving you the best that they had at the time. They were giving you the best that they had by their way of it in the moment. I'm giving you all I can. I'm giving you the best of my love, despite the distractions. But now this person is seeing it from a different perspective. I didn't give equally. I didn't give as much as I could have to you. And I know that now. I know that now. Oh, this just jumped out literally into my hand. 4 of Cups. Yeah, I was totally distracted. Unaware that I had this beautiful love right in front of me. And I failed to see it. I failed to see it. Tell me what this person is hoping to achieve here with this Empress energy. Apart from the Hierophant, tell me what this person is now seeing things differently here. 5 of Cups. And I feel that. Deep in regret. It's like this person's had an epiphany moment and they're going, wow, I actually thought I treated them really well. But now I'm looking back and I was completely ignorant. I was closed off. I sabotaged this connection. I sabotaged the only good thing I had. And I do feel that. This person is saying now, I sabotaged the only good thing I had. I wasn't seeing things clearly. Okay, 5 of Pentacles and 8 of Wands. And there's a new moon energy in the bottom with the World card. This new beginning, this 10-10 energy. This person wants to return to you. They don't want to be apart from you anymore. I just feel this person does not want to be apart from you another day. Okay. Ace of Cups. 47 on the clock. 11. I don't want to be apart from you a day longer than necessary now. That's what I feel. 3 of Pentacles. We belong together. That's what I feel. This person is saying we belong together. Yeah, Queen of Cups. And the Sun right behind it. We belong together. I see your love now. I see how much love you poured into our relationship. And sadly, I didn't give it back, but now I see. Now I see that things were completely off balance. Now I see who was putting in all the effort. The Magician and the 9 of Swords. So this person they're losing sleep over their decision here in the past. Or they're losing sleep over not recognizing love when they had it. Yeah. And that is literally what I feel. This person did not recognize love when they had it in the palm of their hand. And now this person feels so annoyed and angry at themselves. Page of Wands. Now, the Page of Wands can be someone who is passionate to the point. You got the card of passionate, could be love or hate. This person, I feel, is hating themselves right now. Tell me about January. Tell me about January for this connection. Why did the card of January come out? What's occurring in January here? Oh my goodness. Knight of Wands and Six of Cups. Reuniting. And there's the moon again. And the Knight of Swords. This person is and look what's behind the Knight of Swords. This person is making their way to you before the end of this month to tell you, I didn't recognise love when I had it in the palm of my hand. I didn't recognise, and literally when I'm saying in the palm of my hand, look at that card. It's someone holding the shell in the palm of their hand. I just feel this person didn't see it. In their mind, they gave you everything, but now they look back and they realise they didn't give you everything. They gave you very little. Okay, give me one more card. The Judgment. This is someone who's made a decision. They're going after what they want. They're going after the person they love and they want. Wow, the Emperor and the Ten of Cups. Oh, there we go. Just clarifies exactly what I said. This person is going... I just feel this person's laser focused. I lost you once. I'm not going to lose you again. I see it clearly now. And that's the message I've been bringing through the last few nights from the masculines. They are being made to see things clearly. I just feel this person... As I say, I don't feel any malice or badness in this person. I just feel they sabotaged this connection purely because they did not recognise love. They did not recognise love when they had it. And in their mind, they were giving you the best of their love at the time. But now they look back and they go, wow, I actually had a divine counterpart and a chance to have this beautiful, sacred union with my divine counterpart. And I fluffed it. I dropped the peril. But this person wants a chance to get it back and work with you. They're reflecting on the past. They know they've messed up. And I honestly feel this is someone you're going to find it easy to forgive because they didn't recognise love, and they're going to tell you that. They're going to say, I messed this up because... I mean, I honestly, and I keep saying it because I honestly feel like at the time this person thought they were being I feel this person naively thought that they were being really attentive to you and giving you everything they could. And as I say, this person may have said to you, this is the best I can give. You know, I won't ever be able to offer you a relationship or a commitment. I won't ever be able to say I'll become your boyfriend, but, you know, I'm giving you the best of what I can right now. And you might have put up with that for a while, but then you realised, no, I deserve better. And that's what I feel. Tell me what Guardians of the Light are connecting to this message right now, please and thank you. I picked up the Christ consciousness, and I felt that was really strong in this message. That's why I used the Christ consciousness deck. And also Buddha and energy. So Buddha and Jesus was coming through the strongest. And the fact his card came out first just clarifies that. Forgiveness. You're on the right path of light and love and forgiveness. So it says, Father healing is possible at this time. Now maybe this masculine did have some sort of father wound as well. Because there was a lot, we saw it in the Christ consciousness space, there was a lot of references to purity and becoming a child again and things. And I don't just say things for the sake of it. That's usually coming through from my guides for a reason. But this masculine definitely could be connecting a lot with Yeshua right now, with Jesus, to help him heal and to help him heal from any kind of childhood wounds. Or, I mean, father wounds definitely, I mean, obviously mother wounds are not helpful for the masculines either, because then they don't really tap into their feminine energy. But father wounds in particular, it means they fail to recognise they fail to sort of take the action, the sort of masculine action, but also they fail to recognise when a man loves a woman sometimes. And it's to do with their fatherly wounds. And it's not just about man loving woman or woman loving man, but you know what I mean? It's like they fail to recognise that heart connection, because the masculine energy is very much closed off to their emotions anyway. And if there's already a father wound there who was very much non-emotional and didn't really show much affection, or was never really a prominent father figure, then even less chance of recognising that kind of the opening up to that kind of masculine emotional side as well. So Dwal Cool, Dharma is unfolding. Remember that you're on a path and take one step at a time to happiness. Now you got the tortoise energy saying one step at a time. So there's definitely something naturally unfolding. And at the start I told you to focus on the lotus opening up, like when I was playing the notes on the tin drum. And I feel that now, like something's been slow to open up, something's been slow to progress, but I just saw 555. But changes are happening. Beautiful changes are happening. So give me one more Divine Master here. Okay, now Archangel Michael on the bottom of the deck. Trusting heaven and the Shekinah, sacred self. Unleash your spirit, express your gifts and dance to the sacred rhythm of life. Beautiful card, beautiful energy. And that just shows me that there's this beautiful divine feminine energy flowing through you and your masculine now. I mean, obviously you're divine feminine, so you connect with feminine energy, but what I mean is you're both integrated now. Your masculine's also allowing this feminine energy to flow through them, and you're allowing your masculine to come to the forefront and have a voice as well, which is so important as your inner child healing. To allow your inner child, feminine and masculine, to have a voice too. But definitely Yeshua is very prominent in this connection as well. And Archangel Michael, you are safe. The angels stand close. Surrender your concerns and allow a miracle to occur. Now, last night's message was about the miracle timeline, and we've had 2 cards saying this is a very protected twin flame connection as well. So, do you have it? One more card. Let's get 5 since I just saw the 555, and then I'm going to pull a card from my oracle. What a beautiful message for the new moon. And I look forward to talking to you all on Sunday. Okay, so Archangel Faith, Archangel Michael's partner. So Archangel Faith, humanity and benevolence. Stay calm, trust the good in yourself and others, and see the light in the world. And you got that beautiful Christ consciousness with the rainbow light around the earth. Beautiful energy. And truly, I feel this message, if it resonates with you, if you connect with it, it's a time to celebrate for you. It really is. So, let me pull a message from this deck. Can I get a message from this deck, please, to close out for this beautiful twin flame collective? For this new moon message, please, and thank you. Okay, one more shuffle, and then let's pull a card. And let's see what the message is. Okay. Okay, let's do it. Can I get a message, please, to close out this reading for the twin flames? Which card would you like me to pull for the twin flames to close out this message? Okay, and I'm going right to the back. Now this is a card. So, Shapeshifter. Oh. Shake, cease, ruffle. And this looks like peacock feathers or something. Now, I don't know what this is. And on the bottom of the deck, the mystic, seek, contemplate, philosophy, and you just know. So, let me, I'm going to pull a card for each. Okay, Shapeshifter card 43. Let's see what this is. I've never read this one before, so I have no idea what it's about, but let's see. Okay. A long-awaited ending prompts a drastic reorganization that revolutionizes your life. The obsolete constructs are crumbling to make space for this restructure and new beginning. This break with the past overhauls your world and sees in motion a torrent of exhilarating new possibilities. Be reassured, as an intuitive communicator, you have the natural ability to adapt, fit in, and be accepted in any new surroundings. This lightness and capacity to camouflage and disguise yourself at will shields you from individuals and groups that no longer resonate with you. So again, that protective energy and about how you can move and be protected as a shapeshifter. Your exit happens so gracefully that no one is perturbed by your swift departure. It is now your responsibility to ensure there is not a repeat performance. The true awakening requires a renewal of the mind, heart, and soul, and seek the lesson and appreciate the growth, as it is a complete change for the better for you. Shapeshifter, you have the ability to change, adapt, and transform at will. Nothing ever stays the same for you. We are all ever evolving. Changing is inevitable, yet growth is purely optional. Elect to learn and grow through change and upheaval, and trust yourself to continuously create change. A Black Panther spirit guides you to understand the deeper meaning of your life cycles, supporting you through your different seasons and incarnations. When this regal cat shows up for you, it is time to remove any archaic masks. As a shapeshifter, you might find yourself feeling lost at times. Living honestly and authentically is essential to your overall sense of self. Invoke the spirit of the Black Panther when you need the tenacity to stand alone. As an awakened warrior, reclaim your divine power now and your feline prowess, and approach your journey without trepidation. And it also says a raven spirit also guides you through the jungle to signify that magic is at play. So, ravens and Black Panthers. So the Oracle's prophecy: courage to end the situation creates peace and a new beginning. The chakra is the heart, the centre of emotional alchemy. The talisman is the Black Panther, which moves at the speed of light, is very decisive and adaptable to change, and highly principled. So it says invoking the spirit of the Panther will accelerate the positive changes happening for you now. Faith in action. Trust your instincts to adjust quickly to your new environment, and think on your feet and you'll bounce back stronger. Your alignment, merge into oneness and visualize the ever-changing spiral of life, and declare with real intent: I adapt to change effortlessly and gracefully. I embrace my evolutionary shifts with ease and flow. So big changes coming in. I did see 555. And I'm not going to read all of the mystic, but I'll read the important parts. So let's see. So mystic energy as well. So it says the mystic's quest is not so much about becoming anything, but more about unbecoming everything that does not truly resonate deep inside you anymore. Steer clear of beliefs and concepts that do not ring true for you, and trust in your psychic knowing to make sense of life's mysteries. So it says the mystic, it says discover your why and merge with your magical pathway. Once you know your core values, choices and directions are easily made. Mystic, you're a true treasure to this world. Bring forth the wisdom from all who came before you, and act as a pivot point for those who get to come after you. Your mystical gifts are evolving, and this newfound awareness has you asking yourself some life-changing questions. The Oracle's prophecy: mystic, you're a sacred vessel of divine wisdom. The chakra is a crown and a state of grace. The talisman, the flower of life. And we got the flower of life in last night's message. Wow. The flower of life symbolises creation and how life comes from one sacred source. Faith in action. Look for and intuitively interpret the spiritual signs and patterns around you. There are no coincidences in this life. Alignment. Reflect on the Mystic card. Go within to connect with your inner knowing and affirm, I am initiated into spiritual mysteries that give my life great meaning and purpose. Living with mystery excites my soul. So I love that. Wow. So there's a shapeshifter and the Black Panther energy there to help you move through any difficulties and adapt to the changes coming in for you. And there's the Mystic card. So beautiful, beautiful energy. Wow. So thank you all so much for watching. Happy new moon when it comes around. I will talk to you all on Sunday. I send you all so much love and blessings. God bless you, your home, your family and your pets. And God bless your union to come in with your special person very soon. Dearest everlasting Father, thank you for this time we spent together today, and thank you for all you do for us. As we all move on with our day or night, wherever we are in the world, would you go ahead of us, dwell within us, shine through us, blessing all those who cross our path. God of hope, would you fill us to overflowing today with all joy and peace by the power of your Holy Spirit. In Jesus' name, amen. Take care, and I'll talk to you on Sunday. Namaste.